some snowflakes out of paper using simple geometry. That will involve a little bit of math. It's all about fractions. So we can start using regular paper, computer paper that I have here, or I have some really thin paper. It's kind of like a newspaper. So let's just get down to business. Have you ever seen a snowflake up close and realized the symmetry in its design? Today we're going to be making snowflakes using simple geometry. I have paper here, I have scissors, and I have a bunch of other optional materials like some pencil crayons and some felts. These are not necessary, but if you have them, you can use them to create a beautiful design. I'll show you our end result, which is a little snowflake mobile or garland that you can hang in your room or on your door or wherever you like. So I'm starting with a piece of paper that's about the size of a regular piece of paper. And what I'm going to do right now is take the top right corner and fold it down to the bottom left. And once I've got the top edge lined up with the left hand edge, I'm going to make a crease. And then what I'm going to do is make a perfect square. So I'm folding my bottom edge up. And if you don't have scissors, you can rip it quite easily. But if you do have scissors, you can use those too. So what I've done is I've created a fraction, which is 1/2 of the original size of the shape. So once you've got it folded in half, we're going to fold it in quarters. So then I'm folding one corner of my paper towards the other to make a smaller triangle, just like that. The next thing that I want to do is I want to take my marker and I'm going to just mark that center. And I'm going to do that on both sides, marking the center of my square. And then after that, I'm going to fold it one more time into 1/8. That fraction is 1/8. So my paper is 1/8 the size of the original. So if I open it, we're back to a quarter, and then we're back to a half, and then we have the whole paper right there. So you can see how many, there's 8 different sides here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my scissors and I'm going to cut off, making sure that my marked side where the center is closest to me. I'm going to cut off on the diagonal this corner piece. We don't need that. Next, I'm going to make one shape, and I'm going to use a bit of an oval, and I'm going to cut it right on one side, and then I'm going to flip it over and do the same thing on the other side. So now I've cut both sides of my shape. The last thing I'm going to do for this really simple snowflake design is I'm going to cut off the center. And I'm cutting it a little bit on the diagonal, but it doesn't really matter. Are you guys ready to see the snowflake? Ta-da! And there we have it. You can also create a snowflake using a piece of paper that you have colored. So I'm going to try that snowflake a little bit more intricate of a design using a piece of paper that I have colored. So again, folding it in half, and this time I'll use my scissors. Make it a square. Now I'll fold it in half. Again, to make a quarter, then half once more to make 8. Make sure that the colored point is towards me, right here. That's our center. So what kind of shapes do we have? We have diamonds, we have circles, we have chevrons, we have squares. Okay, now let's go to the other side. And you can use any shape you want. I'm going to go for the heart. Let's see if I can make half a heart. We'll see if it works. And you can even try cutting out a notch in the center. And the last thing I'll do, I'll cut off my middle. Let's see how we did. Wow. Pretty cool. So today I was inspired by the work of artist Mitali Banerjee. She is a Canadian artist of Indian heritage whose work is featured in the AGA exhibition entitled Canada, Our Home Then and Now. In her work, she uses mandala dot art. So Mitali is inspired by the serenity and vibrancy of nature. It also uses a lot of shape. And shape is one of the things we're using to create our mandala-inspired work, which is our snowflakes. If you don't have colored paper, again, you can always color it yourself. This time I'm going to cut it, or fold it into 16ths and make a second shape right in the middle. Okay. There we go. Ta-da! And next we can string the rest of our snowflake designs onto our string.